Okay. Hey, happy yoga. So thank you so much for being here. And I'm just going to give a brief introduction to this practice. As you know, we've been doing this. And look who's here, and you guys have been, on the mat and doing this consistently for a long time. And so if I delve into, I'm not going to go super big into yoga philosophy or anything like that, but there's one word, pratyahara. Like, these words, these Sanskrit words, the sounds, the vowel sounds, they affect us in some way. It's like that the sound of om. It hits you all the way up. So they all have words. So pratyahara is the word. And pratyahara, if you're writing it down, pratya, P-R-A-T-Y-A, hara, H-A-R-A. And what it is, it's just the withdrawal of the senses. It's like when we sit in, like if you were in class with me on Monday night and we did this very deep breathwork class. And at the end, me too, like I was like normally because I'm teaching, it doesn't hit me the same way as when I'm a student. But at the end of that practice, you're just like, oh, what was happening? Because everything just goes in. And then we start to really do the deep inner work. And I always say yoga is a work in, not a workout. And this is like the culmination. We do the practice, we move, and then we rest, and we start to just bring everything deep inside. So that's pratyahara, and that is going to be the focus or the theme of tonight's practice. Okay. So, all right, you need to stretch your legs, wiggle your toes, change your seat, do any of that. And then let's just take a moment. We'll just start here. Just close your eyes. Let your hands rest however they are. And just be aware here, right at the very beginning, you just close your eyes. How the eyes still are more focused outwards than inwards. How your ears are tuned to listen outside more than in. The sense of smell, sense of taste are ready to go. Even though you have nothing here to tantalize them. But everything is just very present. And so we'll just start with the most basic of bringing inwards, which is just how we open our practice. So as you are, take a nice big inhale. And as you exhale, bring your hands together in front of your heart and bow your chin. And just here, you start to feel your breath on your hands. With the thumbs at the heart space, you might start to even tune into your heart. Oops. And then as you continue to sit here, you might even notice that you start to see, hear, feel, listen to your breath. Good. And I'll just bring in that sense of touch as well with the hands together. Just feeling into the space between the hands. Your sensors, your sensory. Okay. Okay, so even here we begin this pratyahara a little bit. And then we add vibrational frequency in the voice and the chant to still the mind a little bit. So now we'll move into our ohms 3 times. Start with a nice big inhale. Bow your chin, stay in your silence. And just feel the effects of your own. Bring your thumbs to your third eye space. We just take the whole length of the thumbs, center of the forehead. Release your head slightly into the support of your thumbs. Let your jaw drop, shoulders drop. And draw the skin of the forehead down slightly without really pulling, just. And then take your inner gaze at the third eye and rest it at the inside of your skull where the thumbs are. So if you could just meet the thumbs with your inner gaze. One more moment here. Good. Sit up tall if you've brought that down. Release your hands. Just keep your head where it is. Just take your hands down to your thighs. And then lift your chin and open your eyes. And just notice as you open your eyes, it feels like the eyes are heavy. And that's just like, if you have that, I feel that. Your eyes
Yeah,
heavy. Okay,
totally.
good. And that's pratyahara. And I know you've experienced it before. So now you have a name for it, okay? So we are going to do restorative practice. I want to gift you a moment if you need to move. Then I'm just going to do, we did one little sun salute the other day. I'm going to do that again. And if you want to just get on your back and wait for us, that's fine. If you just want to sit, that's great. And otherwise, come on up and let's do this together. Just move before we come in. Okay, great. All right, so just standing at the top of your mat. And if you like blocks, bring them in. Otherwise, let's just take a few moments here. Just let your hands rest by your sides and chin is, parallel to the floor. And just take a few nice big breaths in and out. Just feel. And as you do that, gently press the floor away with your feet. Take one more breath. I'm just going to turn the palms to face out. And on your next inhale, sweep the arms out to the sides, all the way up, look up. And let's just hang out here for a few breaths. Press the floor away with the feet. Reach up with the fingers as you inhale. As you exhale, there's a softening. So be with both parts of the movement. The lengthening and the softening. Okay, let's just do maybe two more. So you're just bringing energy and vitality in. Good, and then we're gonna fold forward. Let's first lengthen. Press the feet down, inhale, reach. As you exhale, open the arms, bend your knees, come into your version of forward fold. If you need to have your hands at the wall, because that's better for you, high blood pressure, whatever else you have, that's fine. Let's take a few moments here. If you want to lift your head and as you inhale and then exhale and fold, or just be in the fold, move your legs if you need to. You can bend and straighten. Okay, let's just take a few more breaths here. Whatever you want to do, any movement you feel you need, this is your chance. Good. Okay. I'm going to take the hands either side of the feet, and I'm going to step the left foot to the back. And we'll take this little lunge. And you could just be here and lunge, or if you want to put your knee down, that's fine. I just bring the arms up. So I'll squeeze the thighs together, draw the hips towards each other, and then maybe the hands just come up to your thigh, or you take them up, and we'll just take a moment, whatever you're doing here. If you're still on the floor, that's awesome work. One more breath. And then release your hands to the floor. You're going to step back for downward facing dog. It could be hands and knees. You could do cat-cow a little bit here if you'd like. Or just take your dog. Find some movement. You could even do cat-cow in your downward dog if you feel like bringing that in. Good. Okay, so let's take one more full breath in. Full breath out. I'm going to come forward to plank. Now the knees can go to the floor, they can stay lifted. I'm going to lift my head, smile, take one breath in. And as you breathe out, lower to the floor. Maybe knees come down first. Oh, maybe chest first. Whichever one, it's all good. Once you're down, we'll take a little cobra. So stretch your legs. Inhale and come up. Maybe just a little bit. Maybe you roll the shoulders, come up. Whatever it is, let's take 2 breaths. Be in your happy. And then come down. Good. Pause here. Full breath in. Full breath out. Maybe you can feel your heartbeat. Then tuck your little toes under, and we're going to press up 2 hands and knees. So walk your hands back. Come up. Downward facing dog or child's pose. And then we'll just move into this lunge on the second side. So we started with the left foot back. So the left foot's coming forward. So you can either put your knees down and pop it forward or just take it forward. Find your way into this lunge. And then hang out. Put your knee down if you need to. Come on up. Maybe hands just to the thighs. Squeeze everything in. Take your arms up. Just extend. Take this as a nice stretch through the arms, through the legs, and then bring the hands down. And we'll step the feet together at the front of the mat. Just take your forward fold. Let's just take 2 more breaths here. So if you want to wiggle or bend, do whatever. Good. Okay, preparing to stand up. So I'm going to bend the knees, take the arms out to the side, inhale up, reach up, and then exhale, hands in front of your heart or by your side. Just pause. Eyes closed or open. Can you find Pratyahara? Even if your eyes are open, they're soft. Feel your heartbeat. Hear your breath. Feel the vibrancy in your body. Good. Okay. All right, so we're going to come all the way down. You can do it any way. I'm going to do it this way. I'm just going to take the arms up as you inhale. And as you exhale, you start to sit. And you just go down, 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 down. And maybe the hands come down, or maybe no hands, and you just go boop. And you just take yourself down. Or you come down. Yes, that's awesome. Or come down any old way. Okay, so let's take your, let's just start actually just lying on the floor. After something like that, let's just take a moment or two just flat on the floor. I have my heating pad, guys. I'll just say that, just for fun. So how can we make yoga more comfortable? Okay, if you need a blanket under your head, take that. If you want to stretch your legs out, go ahead. Maybe they stay bent, that's fine too. Just turn your palms up. Let's take a little pseudo shavasana. And start to just invite in this idea of pratyahara. Of bringing the inner gaze in. So you start to observe your body and observe your breath without doing anything to change it, just to start to watch it. And as you drop into that, then you might notice the ears are listening to the sound of your breath. Okay, and the sense of touch comes from the inside. It's as we start to listen to the breath, the body might start to relax. And so you just notice if you start to feel yourself drop more deeply or melt into the earth a little more. As you release what you're holding, it's like your powers of awareness are like little fingers that are just massaging and saying it's okay. you can let go of whatever it is you're holding here. Okay. Let's bend the knees. And we didn't really do a child's pose through that sun salute. Let's bring the knees in. And you can let them separate apart if they want to do that. If you want to rock them in and out. Whatever feels good. We're just going to be here for a few moments. Good. Okay, so just maybe 2 more breaths, however you want to be. Maybe you just want to settle. Okay, good. All right, release your feet to the floor. And I'll just have you roll to one side and maybe keep your eyes closed or slowly open them as you come up to sitting. So it's almost like it's not really happening. It's going to come up and grab your bolster. And we'll put the bolster closer to the far end. And if you have a heating pad, then you can put that on too. And then we're going to take a block in. Also, if you'd like to have a blanket for your head, you know, it's always a nice thing. So put one in. And you might also want to have another blanket handy just in case you get chilly. Okay, and then a block. And an eye covering is nice too. You know, oh, and your socks. I'm going to put the socks back on. So much stuff. I said the other day too that if you don't have an eye pillow, a face cloth can be lovely. You just fold it a few times and just put it over your eyes. It doesn't have a lot of weight. So sometimes people like it better. Okay, now I'm going to lie on the bolster, but it's not, you can see I'm quite a bit away. So it's just really going to be the upper chest. And then I'll take the block. We can just start here without the block, and then we'll throw the block in maybe in a little bit. Okay, now I've set myself up a little close to the wall, but if you want to see if you can stretch your legs out, if you like to do that, then give yourself some room for that. Okay, if you want the block under your hips right away, go for it. And if you're okay without it, let's just take a few moments without it, just to get some nice opening. Okay, then the arms. If you have shoulder stuff, you know, you might want to support your arms in some way. Maybe the blocks might be nice. Or they just stay by your side. And if your shoulders are okay and like a little opening, then just take them out. Okay. All right, so I'll say again, if you want to straighten your legs here, you're welcome to do that. Otherwise, just take a few moments to just settle yourself here as you are. Okay. So we're just going to just stay as you are for a few more breaths. And then I'm just going to guide you through a very quick little, just do a little bit of tapping. And just to bring this all in a little bit more deeply. So stay as you are. Feel your breath. Okay. So we'll start with both hands. You'll take both hands to the top of your head. And just using the tips of your fingers, just do some tapping along the center of your head, the crown of your head. And then just feel free to tap anywhere along your head. So on the sides, above the ears, the back, you know, you have your side, the corners of the head almost, you know, just tap away. And as you tap, bring your, you know, auditory senses there and just listen. Good. Okay. And then just release your hands, just come to rest again. Then you'll take your dominant hand, the index finger and maybe the middle finger, and lay them on your third eye. So the center of your forehead. And you can just leave them there if you want to massage or circle or tap even, you could do that. But you might prefer just a nice soft circling or just holding your fingers. Let your jaw really be soft. And now take your inner gaze to your third eye. Good. Okay, just bring the fingers into the center and just apply light pressure for just one more breath. And then release your hand. And start to feel just everything softening, moving inside. Okay, we're going to take the hands to the ears, and you're just going to pull on your earlobes or pull up, like just as if you can, you want to make your ears bigger. Imagine that that's what you want to do. And so, and feel free to explore the insides of your ears too, like the inner folds with the thumb. Massage the backs of the ears and on the back of the skull where the ears attach. Good. And then just, even pushing in the little divots at the front of your ears and massaging right at the fronts there a couple times, just like painting a line from like wherever your ear attaches at the front here. Let's do that a few times. Good. Okay. Let's do one more moment here, whatever you're doing. Just massage your ears and then let the hands rest. And again, just feel. Good. Okay, and the last one we're going to do is to take the hands together and just give the palms a nice little rub. And then we're going to place these hands, one at your heart, one on your belly. This is a way of, also just acknowledging everything that happens inside this whole inner world, bathed by your breath. And take one more breath here, and then release the arms wherever they want to go, and we'll just drop in again. And just starting to bring in a little bit of that work we did the other night. So you inhale and let the exhale be very luxurious and long. And you might even find you can just be in that bottom pause for a moment or two. Almost as if you're drawing all the senses down, down, down. And then the inhale is just the way of getting to explore that again. Okay, we're going to take the block and we'll bend the knees and you'll place the block. Let's go either second or first height, even if you do the third. Let's not do that. So you can choose which one you like, and sometimes we put the block both ways, whatever you like, you find that. And if you don't like it, that's fine. You can just throw a blanket in or no block, that's fine too. Okay, so once you're comfortable, your feet can be in a comfortable place. I'm just gonna drop in again. Okay, hopefully you're comfortable. And just be here. Okay, so now we have this little space where the back, probably your low back, mid back are just hanging in midair. And just bring your powers of pratyahara. down to this place. And using all of that, the exhale, the pause, the deep working ins. See if you can melt yourself, as if the powers of your inner touch. Just make some space. Okay. So nothing really is going to change. We're just going to turn the head to the right. So whenever you're ready, you'll inhale. And then 3/4 of the way down the exhale, then you turn your head. So just as you get to close to the bottom of the exhale, turn your head then. And then just notice, what has shifted, what's changed, just from turning your head. Bring in all of your powers of pratyahara here. And just assist yourself from the inside out. To feel in, to release, to embody. Staying with this idea of this beautiful exhalation, invitation. Noticing any places of discomfort or tightness that you can lovingly, gently release. Okay. So as you begin your inhale, start to bring your head back to center. Just hang out in center for a few. Feel if you need to turn your block to a lower height or give yourself a little break on the block. This is the time. And so again, we'll turn the head, but you'll turn your head when you're about 3/4 of the way, almost on your exhale. And whenever you're ready, you turn your head to the left. And then just doing all that work again. Let's take one more full inhale, full exhale. Bringing your head back to center on your inhale. Good. Okay, just gonna take the block down to its first height. And if you're on the first height, you can stay there. You can take it out if you prefer. And just be here again. And if you'd like to bring in a little bit of a baby windshield wiper, you need some movement on the block, then go ahead and do that. Good. All right, and we'll just drop in for a few more moments here. Bringing your inner gaze to your third eye. Okay, and then I'm going to take the block out completely. And just come back down. Maybe you stretch your legs out if you want to do that. Okay, if you want to take your arms a little more over, you can do that as well. And then again, just be here. But be comfortable. So you don't have to go anywhere that brings in too much stretching. This is about, doing less. And if we do less, then we can do more on the inside. And just feel what you can release. Okay. So bend your knees, and we're going to move into Baddha Konasana. And if you have, your props, your blanket, your blocks, feel free to prop up underneath. If you don't need anything underneath your knees and you're okay for a little bit, then that's fine too. We'll otherwise prop up. And, good. And then just take a few moments here again to just be. Okay, so we're just here for a few more moments. If you want to put your hands on your little belly, you can do that. And we'll just send the breath into this lower half of your body for a few moments. And then you can release your hands. We'll just take the knees up. Good. Okay. Just take a moment here. I'm just going to wiggle down a little bit. So you're not coming off the bolster. You're just going to come down so that it's really just the back of the shoulder blades that are on the bolster. Your head can still have its support. So that if you take your hands up, you feel like this mid-back area is just hanging. So you have the bottom of the ribs on the bolster, ribs on the bolster. As you just brought it down a little bit. Okay, take a moment, just feel yourself here, what's different. We're going to take the block again. And again, same thing, second height or first height, whatever you prefer. You could also do folded blankets if the block feels a little too hard. Okay, and then we just take this Exact same thing we did. Now we have a different, more of the back is not supported. And just see if you can really melt yourself down. So you have to release into the block, release into the bolster, and then you release what's between bolster and block. So I'll just leave you for a few moments to take your time and to find this for yourself. Even imagine that you're taking the shape of cat pose, when the back arches and the hips are aiming down, the head is aiming down. Just kind of feel like maybe that shape is coming in a little bit without exaggerating it, without making anything happen. You're just experiencing what happens when you're very present and aware of the releasing. Just noticing, when you start to maybe bring a little bit of tension into the back of the shoulders and the back of the head, even into the hips, where can you bring your focus, your breath, and your softness. Okay. I'm going to take the block and just put it on its first height. So I'll say it again. You can stay on the first if you're already there, or if you want to just take it out, that's fine too. And then again, just a few more breaths here. Just releasing your back, the back of your head. Good. Okay, so let's just take one more full breath in. Nice, beautiful exhale. And then lift your hips. Take the block out. Let's just be here for a moment, just on your back. You might even push the bolster away a little bit more, slide yourself forward a little bit, just a little bit. So you feel maybe more of your back resting on the floor, but the tops of your shoulders or middle of your shoulder blades is still supported. Head still supported. Good. And then just be here. So I'm going to stretch your legs out. I know I'm going to hit the wall here. I'm just going to take the wall. But whatever works for you, just pause in this stillness. These powers of introspection only happen when the body is still. When the mind is not lost in its thoughts. When we bring the mind in, we yoke it all together and create stillness. Then we can explore this. You can't do it without the stillness. Okay, take a few more moments. Good. Okay. Bend the knees. I'm just going to remove the blanket off from the bolster, and then I'm going to take the bolster out. So you might have to roll over to your side or just, I'm just going to pop up and just take it out. And then we could turn the bolster. You could put it under your head if you like that. or put the blanket, or just be flat. So whatever you prefer is fine. So bolster, blanket under your head, or nothing under your head. It's all fine. Okay, just take a few moments. Okay, so the knees are bent now. Just gonna bring the right knee into your chest, and we're just gonna hug it in. And if you want to stretch the left leg out, you can. It can also just stay bent. Okay, and then just be here with this, wherever you are. Soften yourself into this shape. So let the shoulders drop, the jaw drop, and that inner hip crease. Even the left inner hip crease. The foot can be relaxed. Bring in all of your senses into this shape. And if you notice you have one spot that's talking to you, can you soften all the parts around it? You can even name them. Like if it's thigh, you can soften outer hip, in front of hip, thigh crease, wherever you're feeling it. Let the shoulders drop, eyes very heavy. Good. We'll release from this, and you're welcome to stretch the legs out or just keep them bent. We'll just take a few moments of just Shavasana. Good. Okay, we're going to do the second side. If you want to stretch your arms over your head for a moment and legs away, do all that. And then I'm going to rebend the legs, bring the left knee in, change the interlace of the fingers, and then drop into your Pratyahara. Just letting your inner body, inner world embody this shape without putting any extra effort that doesn't need to be here. And then release again into Shavasana. You stretch your legs or keep them bent. Here we're just going to be here for about a full minute. So just do what you can to be here. If you need to bring your hands into holding your third eye or covering your eyes, whatever you need to just bring you in deeply. So friends, from here, you stay as you are. The next pose will be Shavasana. And we have about 15 minutes. So that's going to be a nice one. So you can stay exactly as you are. This could be it. If you want to do anything else, put the bolster somewhere else, or I'm going to actually put the bolster underneath the legs. Then go ahead and make any adjustments that you would like. Make it a nice Shavasana. I'm going to bring the eye pillow in. I think, I know you're at home. So an eye pillow will be very helpful. So if you want to go grab a face cloth or your sock, or you have a sweatshirt or whatever you have there, You could also do the blanket, you put it over your head and then it just kind of rests over top. But so that's one way to do it too. But just to cover your eyes would be great. You got something?
Yeah. I was
Okay.
close up my sweatshirt.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Well, immediately, so even though you've done all this prep work for Shavasana, you get it, you're like, okay. Now you just get to really do nothing. Except you're going to do everything, because everything that we've done in this practice is your guide for a deep, restful Shavasana. Okay, so take your time, make sure everything is nice. The legs feel good, supported. If you need another blanket to cover you with, and take the time. Take the time. I'm just going to leave you. I'm not going to talk, so you won't hear me for a little bit. Just give you time to bring yourself in. resting more deeply into your stillness. Just feeling deeply what that means to just be in your stillness and your quiet. Nothing to do, but just be. You're welcome to stay. Or to very slowly start to journey your way out. And just be very mindful of every movement. And take your time, but if you have an eye pillow over your eyes, then when you're ready to roll to your side, you just hold it with your hand so it comes with you as you roll, and you still have that little bit of dark over the eyes. And then you'll either drop it before you come up to sitting, or you'll just keep holding it as you come up. Whichever one is honoring the dark and the rest. Take your time. And then once you do come up, just take a few moments, friend, to just really be in that quiet and that stillness. Everything you've put all this work and time into. You can just really be with that. And feel that good medicine. Feel that you have, offered yourself this space for healing something, even your own personal inner relationship, right? So whenever you're ready, you'll inhale. And on your exhalation, joining your palms together at your heart and bowing your chin. Just pause here for a few moments, just still in that pratyahara. Just feel the heaviness of the eyes. Even the ears are still focused inwards. And into that softness, as you inhale, lengthen yourself, grow tall. Exhale this breath. We'll inhale and begin our May We Be Blessed mantra. Inhale.
May we be blessed with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be healthy and may we be happy.
We'll seal that with one Om. Inhale. Bowing your chin. Good. Let's just change the way we end here. Just cross your hands over your heart. Let's just keep it very internal. Om Shanti, Om Peace, Om Namaste. Good. And very gently lifting your chin and opening your eyes and just Namaste, friends. Yay. All right. Have a beautiful rest of your night and sleep well. Thank you so much. So much love, guys. Yes, I see you. Thank you. Thank you. Good night, everybody.